Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are going to write these in expanded notation. I am going to call on you randomly using an app which I won't mention because every time I do, you guys get mad at me.
Team Shake?
Yes, it is Team Shake. I'm going to use Team Shake because I paid $1.99 for it. I want to get my money's worth.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh, that app, the Team Shake.
All right. So we're going to take these numbers and we're going to write them in expanded notation. But I can't just say, hey, what do? I got to say, Kira, how do you say that number in words?
It's, well, it's 5.
Okay, look at this.
5, 10.
Tell me what that says.
5, 10.
No, just tell me what that says. If I said you had that much money, how much money would you have?
Not very much.
No, we're ignoring everything. Just what you can see.
You'd have a lot of money.
You have that much money. How much do you have?
500.
503. Now, what place did I use the 3 in? 503 thousandths. So that's how you say that number. 503 thousandths or 0 and 503 thousandths. Good. So, Maxwell, the first place I'm going to start when I write this in expanded, I mean Team Shake, don't look at me crazy. When I write this in expanded notation, where am I going to start?
In expanded notation, you're going to start with a 0.
Okay. And do what with it?
You're going to multiply it by 1
Why would I multiply 0 times by 1?
to show that 0 times 1 equals 0.
Yeah, but if it's 0, like the video said, we don't have to put it. So we're gonna. If we've got zeros in place values, I don't say, hey, I'm gonna add 0 to your grade.
Yay!
So if there's a 0, we don't have to add it. So let's start with the 5, okay? We have 5 times what, Maxwell?
1/10.
1/10. Now you also might see it written as 5 times 1/10 this way as well. So I'm going to show it both ways because you'll see it both ways. And as we said, we don't really have to do the zeros anywhere there's a 0. So Tristan, where do I go next?
Go to the 3 because you don't have to add the 0.
Okay, and what am I doing with the 3? 3 times what?
3 times 1,000.
3 times 1,000. So 3 times 1. Or 3 times. So that would be both ways that you can see, as my young friend told me, Kira told me, that this is 503 thousandths. If I had to write it in words. I had Maxwell and Tristan help me so that we could write it out in expanded notation. Well done, my good friends. Now, how do we say this next number in words, Bryn? There you are. Okay, let's look in front of the decimal point. What do I have? And then what do I say when I get to the decimal point? And what's the numbers behind the decimal point? 39. And what place value is a 9? Hundredths. So if I'm saying a number, a decimal number, I can teach you this in 10 seconds if you watch. Maybe a little bit more than 10 seconds. But if you watch, I can teach you how to take a decimal number and say it in words. Because it isn't difficult. If you know your numbers, if I list, here, I'm going to break it into pieces. If I take this first, what is that? 4. Now I'm going to take this next. What do I say for the decimal point? And what is that number there? 39. And what place value is the 9 in?
Hundredths.
Hundredths. It's not hard. Break it into pieces. Because what I see over my
Teaching you.
established 42 years of teaching, that I see people try and do it and they'll go and 3/10 and 900ths. Well, no, it's a 39. I mean, come on now, folks. So 4 and 3900ths. Why are you talking? Please don't. So we have 4 and 3900ths. Where are we going to start, Lily?
We're gonna start at the 4.
And what are we going to do with it?
Times 1.
Good. Can I write? I don't have to do a decimal and a fraction way of doing this because it's just 4 times 1. Where do we go next? That's not what I wanted to hit. Caitlin, where do we go next? Good. So I go 3 times what? Good. 3 and 1/10, or 3 times 1/10. Because these are two the same value, same number. Same number. I'm just saying it. Plus Nixon.
9 times 100.
Or 9 times. Either of those ways is good. Either of those ways. So we did, on that one, look what we did. We had it in standard form, then we did it in word form, and then we did it in expanded notation. Boom. We are amazing, folks. We are amazing. All right, so let's look at the next one. I kind of erased a little bit here. Let's fix this. All right, now I want that in words. So Reed, will you help me put it in words for me, please? What, say again? Okay, but 56 is good. What do we say when we get to the... Good. And 7/10. Good. And we're just breaking it apart. Do in front of the decimal point. Do the decimal point. Do behind the decimal point. Don't try and do it all at one time. So, Segal, where do I start when I want to take and put this in expanded notation? I'm going to start with the first number, which is a 5. What place value is the 5 in? 5. 5/10. So I'm going to do 5 times 10. Plus, where do I go next? Zach. I'm going here. What place value is that? The 6 in the what place value? So 6 times 1. Plus, where do I go next? Samuel.
Then you go to the 7.
Okay. And 7 times?
1/10 equals a 10. 7/10.
Good. 7 times 1/10 written that way, or 7 times 1/10 written that way. Rock on, people. Rock on. We are just learning the heck out of these decimals and the ways to write them. We're learning our place values. We're learning how to use words.
Words?
I know, you guys are good at that. Sometimes you don't stop using the words. Oren, how do I say this in words? Good. 0 and 61. The 1 is in the thousandths place, so we go with thousands. Awesome. Now you might also see people that just say 61 thousandths, and that's fine. You could say I have no dollars and 19 cents, or you could say I have 19 cents. It's the same thing. So 0 and 61 thousandths. Greatness. Thank you, Oren. Alina, we need to write this in expanded notation, so tell me what to do. Okay. 6 times 100th. Or 6 times 100th. Awesome. Thank you. And next we have Carter. What do I do next?
Well, it would be 1 times 1,000.
Good. Plus 1 times 1,000th, or plus 1 times. And remember, we have our place value charts. If you were here yesterday, they're glued into your journal. If you weren't, I put them on your desk. Did you see the 3 things I put on your desk for you to glue in your journal? All right, easy peasy, raw chicken squeezy. Boom, shakalaka, peace out. God bless, love you. Do something kind today. Save the bees. Please do kind things. Be nice.